So how was that? How was the Diaz fight? What's the word up in Stockton? Is everyone excited?
Yeah, I mean, I go out there to spar, and the gym's pretty packed because a lot of people go out there for sparring and stuff, and to help them out with sparring. Um, but it's pretty popping out here right now because that fight, it's in 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
it should be a good one. Should be a good one.
So what do you think on that fight? I know that Andre Ward spoke highly of Nate's boxing when he sparred him back in the day. And then I've seen a couple videos. He looked early in camp. He looked a little rusty on the boxing side. How's he looking now?
So I actually saw him spar 2 weeks ago when I went to go spar at one of his guys, and there was some I don't know who the fighter was, but he was he worked with the Olympic place for boxing up in Colorado and stuff. So he was a very technical
Yeah.
boxer, and Nate is Nate. He just took around and just kept coming forward, and he ended up, you know, getting the best of the other guy, even though the other guy was technically better.
Yeah.
Nate's pressure just kind of just threw all that away. He's looking good. He's looking good, and um, I think the fight with Jake is 10 rounds. Not sure.
Yeah. I think it
It's
is.
10 rounds. It benefits Nate a lot because he's a slow starter after the third, fourth round. Then it should get good. I
Yeah.
mean, I could be wrong, but that's my prediction.
Yeah, I would think that I don't know if I was to put money down, I'd probably put it on Nate, just because. I mean, I realize he's an MMA guy.
Yeah.
At the same time, uh, Paul lost to what what was he 8-0, 8-0 fight boxer. So
Yes.
that kind of shows where his level's at right now.
Oh,
Which,
absolutely. And the thing is that, sorry for cutting you off, but Jake Paul is known to get tired. He
yeah,
gasses out. Um, so that's going to be a factor. Gonna be a
yeah.
factor.
Yeah, I would definitely put money. I mean, don't like. There's toughness, and then there's boxing, and then there's the tough side, and it's just Nate has always had that. He's just gonna come and come and come and just come after a guy. He's super aggressive.
Yeah,
And he's got a tough chin on him too. So
yeah,
it should. I just can't see Paul keeping him off for the entire fight. Right. And
yeah.
just
That
going
type of
after.
yeah, yeah. That style is very, very difficult to adjust to. You got to be
Yeah.
moving, and and then when you grab him or he grabs you, um, making you do all the work. I don't know how to
Yeah.
really explain it.
No, it's
But
true. It's true because
yeah, you know
he's
what I
got to
mean. Like,
support all that weight. He's got to support all
yeah.
that weight. He's got to move
So
around, and
you
then
have to really
when
know how
Nate
to
pulls.
fight like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think he made a mistake by choosing Nate as his opponent. Just like I thought he made a mistake by choosing Fury
Yeah.
as an opponent. It's like he's there's no. I don't question his work ethic because obviously he's in shape. He works his ass off, but he's learning on the job. And
Yeah.
to fight a bunch of MMA guys, that's one thing. But when you step up and fight a boxer, that's a whole nother level. I mean, you're fighting a Fury whose father was a bare knuckle boxing champion. His
Yeah.
grandfather was a bare knuckle boxing champion. It's a whole different pedigree. And then you got Nate, who's actually fought a lot of boxers over his career for training. And he's a younger guy. He's not like one of these old guys that Paul's fought in the past,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I just thought it was a mistake when he decided to do that. I mean, I think they're going to sell a lot of pay-per-views. So if the money, if the
It's a good money fight. It's definitely a good money fight. But I mean, when it comes to opponent wise,
yeah,
I agree with you. Jake Paul definitely should not pick Nate. I think that Nate's gonna stop him in the fifth, maybe 7th, later rounds, just because. And that's assuming he, fights like he fights because Jake. I mean, he's getting tired the way he fights. Imagine when you have somebody on top of you. It's
Yeah.
different. So,
Yeah, he's carrying a lot of weight to move around the way he does. So,
yeah.
but yeah, it should be interesting. It's with everything that's going on in boxing right now, when he first came in, when Paul first came in, obviously we weren't getting the fights we wanted, but 2023 right now has got to
Yeah.
be one of the best boxing years in a long time. I mean, all the boxing heads I know, and those who aren't even in boxing, just casual fans are tuning in because there's been a lot of great fights, and there's going to be a
Yeah.
lot more to finish the year.